he could catch phones. Who here knows where I live and made this huge mess? Whoa! What the heck? Whoa! We need content. We need it now. Look at that fracture. Where have I been? Where's the cigar cellar? What the heck? We need content. We need it now. Congratulations to my friend Jeff on getting married. It was a beautiful wedding. It was a great party. It was great seeing you the next day. And so congratulations on your next step in life. Good job, buddy. Yeah, so now we're back down here. We're gonna get to it. Another reason why is we're now over the hump. We have a structure. Everything's there. We have walls, we have a roof, we have a floor. I mean, everything from here is we are now building towards finishing, meaning I need to start doing design stuff. The structural piece here is done. But I have one question. I come down here, I was worried about my arch, but who here knows where I live and made this huge mess? Someone has to come clean this up because this is unacceptable to leave this type of mess down here. This is not a proper work environment for myself. So I'm gonna do project number one today is to clean this up a little bit, make it a little easier to work. I'm gonna give you guys a small little tour of the roof. I had some fears when I do projects like this, or when I was back in school, I would have dreams about not doing my homework, even though I know I did it. I had dreams about this arch collapsing. I had dreams about me not covering all the rebar lateral pieces. I thought a whole bunch of different things while I was traveling for Jeff's wedding. So that's number one. Number two, I need rock. So I'm gonna bring you guys over here. I'm starting to think about how I'm gonna do all this rock and how I'm gonna split it. And I have all of this stuff right here. This is a big rock. So I would like to get maybe 10 pieces of rock out of this. And we're gonna go ahead and give this thing a whack because I bought this maul hammer. Look how cool this thing is. Look at that. Big old flathead. But we're gonna go ahead and just give it a whack. I haven't worked on my swing yet, so you guys can tell me if my swing improves. Oh geez, I don't have good hope on this. We'll do one more. Oh damn, I think I'm gonna wear glasses. I do see the fracture though. I think you guys can see it. Yeah, you can see it. Well, that's a rock. See if we can get another one. Oh, it's a flathead. That's pretty good. That's another rock. See if this side works better. Look at that fracture. Okay, so I have a lot of these. There's a big one there, bunch of big ones. So I am totally going to have enough rock. Whoa. That's a nice flat piece too. I'm feeling pretty good about that. So, whoa. Not only can he throw a sledgehammer, he could catch phones, catch cameras as they drop. So that's one project. Another project for day 18 is I bought this. See if the color comes back. There she is. I bought this scraper. It's mostly meant for silicone or caulking, but this has a good little point. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use it to get as much of this out, the foam that fills up some of the cracks. And then I bought some stucco scratch, and I am going to fill all of these in. So if you were worried about there being spacing and whatnot, maybe it's not perfect, but I'm gonna do the best I can. I did 3 Home Depot runs, bought nothing twice. On the third time, I finally bought something. It was more I was driving by the area and I was like, oh, I'll go get that. That was one time where I just wasn't ready to buy. And then there was a second time where I actually started thinking about it. I had stuff in my cart. I had the sledgehammer in my hand and I go, wait a minute. I think I want to do that completely different. And so I put everything down. I went back home and I thought about it. Third trip to Home Depot. So we can do a 1, 2, 3 on the Home Depot trip. Okay, back to the last project of the day. After I clean all this up, I am going to pour my concrete half circle ramp and make a nice flat area for my natural rock arch that's gonna go up here. So I'm planning on bringing that down and getting that poured. So those are my projects today for the cigar cellar. We're cleaning this area up for whoever made this mess. very unappreciated. We are going to see how well we can break some of this rock. Just do an initial, hey, how much rock can I actually get from this? See if I need to make a different idea or a different plan on breaking this rock. Maybe you guys have a suggestion. I am also going to be sealing and mortaring in all the joints and cracks. You can see there's a lot more behind me on the outside that I have to do. Those are my 3 projects today. Looking pretty good. Let's just jump over to it, right? Whoa. Is it perfectly smooth? No. Am I happy with it? Yes. Would I wish that this was a little more filled in? Yeah. But all in all, you know, I'm gonna be able to make this work. This is gonna be okay. We got some thick concrete. I kind of made an extra ridge here to help really tie this together. And it looks like it's curing quite well. All in all, I'm pretty happy. I don't think that there's that much more I need to do on this. Let's talk problems. Not that much on the roof. Actually, there's not that many problems on the roof. Do I want to fill this in and cut off the rebar and then seal it up? Yep. Let's talk another problem. A lot of concrete has fallen down in between my cellar here, and that has my vapor barrier that goes underneath the foundation. So somehow I got to get down in here, which is kind of dangerous, and pull that up, but I have to break some of the concrete that's down there. And this side is going to be really, really tough to do that. If we go over to this side, we can see here that it's not going to be as hard because I can actually fit down there while being pretty safe. So you can see the dirt that's fallen down there. I need to get that vapor barrier up, but I just don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. So that is a problem that I have. So I have not decided how to take care of that. I'll give you guys an update at the end of the day. The channel is mostly watched by 98% men. We're gonna have a little guys moment here because obviously I have not started to clean up. I wanna break this rock with my sledgehammer. So I'm pretty sure almost every single one of you would do the exact same thing. I wanna break something. But also, just like the girls, they love watching, you know, lumberjack men splitting wood. I was heavily considering, I was like, man, if I want more women to watch this, maybe I just break rock with the sledgehammer for the entire day 18 video and we get some women watching this, right? I'm just kidding. Let's keep it all the boys. Just kidding. Thank you to all the women that watch this. It's very appreciated. I think I can go sideways here. Look at that. These are breaking off into some really nice thin pieces. Look at that. That's gonna be absolutely perfect. Look at that fracture. That's gonna be pretty good. It's just because I'm so strong, built different. You guys saw me lift that mud mixer. I'm just kidding. I have goats and I wrestle them. Whew. I'm gonna move on to the next job of the day. Damn, that is work swinging this thing. All right. Scraper tool, definitely the way to go, especially for these corners where I put in a whole bunch of it. This tool's coming out pretty good. Some of that straight concrete, but just ripping it off. I can skip these over here because that one's pretty easy to go over unless it's coming out like this. But just something for it to bind to. Let's go to the next one, see if there's another corner to do. Definitely hard to do with your hand, so definitely the ticket. Okay. Not gonna worry about the stuff way up here yet, because when I take off all this framework, I'm gonna have to do that anyways, touch up and whatnot. So I got a few more to do. I'm just gonna get to it, not gonna record it. We're gonna take out some of these supports on the side since these center ones are holding all the weight for the most part. And concrete has been about 5 days, so it is strong. This one's definitely not supporting anything because you can see it wiggling. Damn. So this is why this pressure treated lumber wasn't included in the cost of building this, is because these are fully intact 8.5 foot pieces of pressure treated 4x4 that I already have another project planned for these. So that's why they're not being accounted for in the price of this cellar, because I'm gonna use them. Now there is about the foot that I cut off that maybe I should calculate that in, but about $1 a foot, right? So, you know, there's 10 of these guys with the other ones too. So, you know, maybe 10 bucks, but I'm not gonna worry about that. I don't think it's gonna take this much concrete to do this little pad here. I mean, I might stage one more. Yeah, I'll stage one. I have all my scrap pieces of rebar that were bad bends, bad lengths, and I have them in here, and I even have some extra of these to throw in there because it never hurts too much to have too much rebar, I don't think. I'm using some little cinder block broken pieces as my risers for the concrete or the rebar in it. I got one piece of rebar that's gonna come up. I can bend that back. Same with over there. And that's gonna help me tie in the arch that I'm gonna do with the rock, right? We got our lovely mud mixer with the hop extension. I didn't quite clean it out right, but that's okay. I cleaned out the mud mixer, and that's the most important thing. I got some bags of concrete staged. I got some more over there. I got water, I got power. We're ready to go. So I'm just gonna start pouring. This is gonna be so awesome once we get this done. All right.